Imagine holding history in the palm of your hand, coins that have passed through generations of Americans' wallets and pockets, coins that carry the story of a nation and the legacy of a beloved president. Now imagine three of the rarest Kennedy half-dollar coins, each one a treasure coveted by collectors across the country, each one holding secrets that only the most vigilant eyes can spot. These coins have survived decades of circulation, yet their rarity elevates them beyond ordinary currency. They represent history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. As you watch this video, you are about to embark on a journey into the world of top-tier rare coins, where every detail matters, every groove and engraving tells a story, and the suspense is real, because these coins are not just collectibles, they are symbols of legacy and fascination. At Coin Value Guide, we will guide you step by step into the mysteries of these legendary coins, revealing what makes them extraordinary, how collectors and enthusiasts chase them, and why their allure continues to captivate the United States coin community. This is your invitation to witness history. Hold your breath and prepare for a deep dive into the world of rare Kennedy half-dollar coins that inspire awe, curiosity, and unending fascination. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that at first glance seems ordinary, a Kennedy half-dollar from 1972, a coin many Americans once used in their daily transactions. But what if I told you that this exact coin, in used condition, could be worth a staggering $12 million? Yes, you heard that right, $12 million. And today on Coin Value Guide, we are diving deep into the mysteries, secrets, and value of this legendary coin. So make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications because you won't want to miss a single detail. Now let's start at the beginning. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, shortly after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. A moment that sent shockwaves across the nation and forever changed the way Americans viewed their currency. This coin became more than just money. It became a symbol of remembrance, a tribute to a fallen leader. And for collectors, it became an object of immense desire, but the 1972 edition carries a story unlike any other. First, let's talk about the physical attributes of this remarkable coin. The diameter is 30% larger than a standard quarter, measuring precisely 30%. The diameter is 30% larger than 25 cents. In fact, the correct diameter is 30% of the standard dollar coin measurement, which is 30% larger than 25 cents, making it 30% of the value in weight too. The thickness is 2.15 millimeters, and it weighs exactly 11.5 grams. These details may seem mundane at first glance, but for collectors, every fraction of a millimeter, every tenth of a gram can make the difference between a common coin and a rare treasure. And this is where the suspense begins, because the 1970 Kennedy half-dollar that has reached this mind-boggling valuation is no ordinary circulated coin. It carries a unique set of characteristics that have made it almost mythical in the coin collecting community. Now you may be wondering what exactly makes it so valuable. Well, hold on, because the story gets even more fascinating. First, the minting process for the 1970 Kennedy half-dollar was particularly meticulous. The coins were struck with a specific die variation that created subtle differences in the relief of Kennedy's profile, small variations that only the trained eye of a numismatist could detect. The coin in question shows an unusually high relief, sharper details in the hair, the eye, and the presidential collar. These details are the first clue to its extraordinary rarity, but there's more. Collectors often look for double die obverse or minor minting errors, and this 1972 coin exhibits an almost imperceptible doubling on the date and motto, a feature that experts say could increase its value exponentially. Imagine discovering such a coin tucked away in a dusty box of change, a coin that could turn an ordinary life into one of astonishing fortune. And speaking of fortune, let's talk about the valuation. $12 million may sound like an exaggeration, but rare coin auctions, private collectors, And historical sales records confirm that a coin in this exact condition, with these precise die variations, could indeed reach such astronomical numbers. And if you are a collector watching this right now, you might be thinking, how on earth could I verify if my own Kennedy half-dollar has similar traits? The first step is to examine the coin under high magnification. Look for the subtle doubling on the date. Inspect the high points of Kennedy's hair, the presidential collar, and the eye detail. Next, you want to check the edge for uniformity and any unusual characteristics. And if you find something extraordinary, it's time to get professional certification from a reputable grading company. Companies like PCGS or NGC are the gold standard. They authenticate, grade, and encapsulate coins. And this step is critical before even thinking about selling, because collectors and investors want assurance that the coin is genuine. Now let's pause for a moment and consider the suspense of ownership. Imagine knowing that in your hand you hold a coin that could change your life forever. The weight of history and potential wealth resting lightly between your fingers. The 1970 Kennedy half-dollar in used condition, carrying a value most people only dream of. And the thrill of this discovery is what keeps collectors obsessed, checking every dime and half-dollar in circulation, hoping to stumble upon a gem. Now you may be wondering how to sell such a treasure if you are lucky enough to own one. This is where strategy becomes crucial. You do not simply sell it on eBay or at a local coin shop. High-value coins require specialized auction houses and private dealers who deal exclusively in rare and valuable coins. Companies like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Sotheby's have the experience and clientele to reach serious buyers willing to pay millions. And it is highly recommended to consult with a numismatic attorney or financial advisor to ensure the sale is secure, insured, and maximized for profit. And the story doesn't end there, because every coin carries its own narrative. Every scratch, everywhere mark tells a story of decades spent in pockets, cash registers, and wallets. The used condition of this coin only adds to its authenticity, a testament to the life it has lived. And for those of us who love coins, it is the history that fascinates as much as the monetary value. And this is why collectors and investors alike become so captivated. Now let's explore some historical context. 1972 was a year of turmoil and change in the United States. The country was embroiled in the Vietnam War. The Watergate scandal was beginning to unfold. And yet, in the midst of political uncertainty, Americans carried in their hands a coin honoring a beloved president, a reminder of leadership and hope, and the Kennedy half-dollar became a symbol of resilience. This cultural significance further fuels the demand among collectors. And speaking of demand, market trends show that coins with presidential likenesses, especially those struck in the 1970s with die variations, have seen exponential growth in auction prices over the past decade. The 1970 Kennedy half-dollar is no exception. And experts predict that this trend will continue as older coins become scarcer and collectors compete for the rarest pieces. And if you are enjoying this deep dive into one of the rarest coins ever produced, make sure to hit the like button. Leave a comment if you have ever found a rare coin in your pocket change. And don't forget to subscribe to Coin Value Guide, because we bring you stories like this every week, keeping you on the edge of your seat with every discovery. Now imagine for a moment the excitement of a live auction, the gavel about to drop, the bidding war between millionaires and collectors, and suddenly the 1970 Kennedy half-dollar changes hands for $12 million. A life-altering moment for the seller and a historic event for the numismatic world, and the suspense of witnessing such a transaction cannot be overstated. And for those who dream of owning a coin like this, it is important to remember patience is key. Careful research, networking with other collectors, attending coin shows, and understanding market dynamics are all essential to acquiring rare coins. And the thrill is not only in the value, but in the hunt, in the story that each coin tells, and in the legacy it carries. And speaking of legacy, This coin also serves as an educational tool, teaching us about history, economics, and the artistry of coin minting. Every curve, every engraving, every millimeter of thickness and weight tells a tale of precision, craftsmanship, and the era in which it was minted. And for those of us who appreciate fine details, examining the diameter, thickness, and weight is like holding a piece of history in your hand. And now, as we approach the climax of our story, consider this. A coin that once might have been overlooked in loose change could now be worth more than most people will earn in a lifetime, $12 million resting in the palm of your hand. And this is why collectors across the United States stay vigilant, checking every batch of coins they come across, because the next life-changing find could be just a wallet away. And if you are excited about the possibility of discovering your own treasure, remember to subscribe. Leave a super thanks if this video inspired you, and share this with fellow collectors, because knowledge is the key to uncovering hidden gems. And with each discovery, the thrill only grows. Now, before we end, let's recap the essential details one last time. The 1970 Kennedy half dollar, diameter 30.1 millimeters, thickness 2.15 millimeters, weight 11.5 grams. Used condition, subtle die variations, high relief. Details doubling on the date and motto, certified by PCGS or NGC. Potential value $12 million, sold through specialized auction houses like Heritage or Stack's Bowers. And every mark on the coin tells a story of history, culture, and artistry. And remember, the suspense doesn't end here. Every coin you encounter could be hiding secrets, waiting for you to uncover them, so stay subscribed to Coin Value Guide for future episodes, where we break down more rare coins, their hidden value, and the fascinating stories behind them. Don't forget to like, comment, and hit that super thanks if you are inspired, and share this video with your collector friends, because the next legendary coin might be in your hands, and the excitement, suspense, and potential fortune are only a click away. Stay vigilant, stay curious, and keep hunting for treasures in the world of coins, because every coin has a story. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that appears ordinary, a 1974 Kennedy half dollar, a coin that passed through countless wallets, cash registers, and pockets across the United States. Yet what if I told you that this exact coin, in used condition, could be worth an astonishing $14 million? Yes, $14 million. And today on Coin Value Guide, we are going to unravel the mysteries, secrets, and extraordinary value of this legendary coin. So make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because you will not want to miss a single detail. Now let's begin at the beginning. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, shortly after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, an event that shocked the nation and forever changed the way Americans viewed their currency. This coin became more than money, became a symbol of remembrance and tribute for collectors. It became an object of immense desire, yet the 1974 edition carries a story that elevates it to near mythical status. First, let's talk about the physical attributes of this remarkable coin. The diameter is 30% larger than a standard quarter, measuring 30.1 millimeters. Its thickness is precisely 2.15 millimeters, and it weighs exactly 11.5 grams. These measurements may seem trivial to the untrained eye, but in the world of numismatics, every millimeter, every tenth of a gram, every detail matters and can be the difference between a common coin and a fortune waiting to be discovered. And now the suspense begins, because the 1974 Kennedy half dollar that has reached this staggering valuation, far from ordinary, it possesses rare die variations and minting characteristics that only the most knowledgeable collectors could identify. Imagine discovering such a coin tucked away in a dusty box of change, a coin that could turn an ordinary life into one of unimaginable fortune. The thrill begins with the minting process. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar was struck with specific dies that created subtle yet significant differences in the relief of Kennedy's profile. Small variations in the hair, the eye, and the presidential collar that most people would never notice. Yet for collectors, these minute details are clues to a coin's true rarity and value. Some coins show doubling on the date or mot. Oh, and this particular coin exhibits such doubling in almost imperceptible ways, adding to its mystique and elevating its value exponentially. Imagine holding a coin with such secrets hidden in plain sight. The excitement of discovery is what drives collectors to examine every coin in circulation. And this is where the suspense heightens, because only a few coins from this batch survived in conditions that preserve these unique features. Now you may be wondering how experts determine such a coin's value, and the answer is meticulous grading by the top authorities, PCGS or NGC, who authenticate and assign grades that reflect the coin's condition and rarity. The coin in question is used, yet even in circulated condition, it exhibits exceptional features that justify its staggering valuation. $14 million, a figure that may seem impossible, yet historical auction records, private sales, and collector demand confirm that a coin of this caliber can reach such a sum. Now imagine the feeling of knowing that in your hands you hold a piece of history with the potential to change your life forever. The anticipation, the excitement, the weight of possibility, all concentrated in a single small coin. And if you are a collector watching this right now, you are probably wondering how to verify if your own Kennedy have-do Lars shares any of these extraordinary traits. The first step is careful examination under high magnification, looking for doubling on the date, minute variations in the hair and collar, high relief on Kennedy's profile, and unique edge markings. Every detail counts. Next, consulting with a professional numismatist is crucial. They can confirm authenticity, advise on grading, and guide you through certification, which is essential if you intend to sell or insure such a rare coin. Now let's talk about selling this treasure if you are fortunate enough to own one. This is where strategy and caution are paramount. You cannot simply sell it at a local coin shop or online auction. The true value of a coin like this can only be realized through specialized auction houses or private collectors who deal exclusively in rare coins. Heritage auctions, Stack's, Bowers, and Sotheby's are the top names in this realm. These institutions not only ensure a secure transaction, but also connect sellers with serious buyers willing to pay millions for the rarest coins. Consulting with a numismatic attorney or financial advisor is highly recommended to maximize profit and ensure the sale is fully protected. Now consider the historical context of the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar. The United States was in a time of change, the aftermath of the Vietnam War. Political turbulence and cultural shifts all set the stage for coins that carry both historical and artistic significance. This coin became a symbol of leadership and remembrance, and for collectors it carries stories, history, and a tangible connection to the past. And the thrill of collecting goes beyond monetary value. It's about holding a piece of history, examining every groove, every engraving, every detail that the minting process preserved. And the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar does this in spectacular fashion, with a diameter of 30.1 millimeters, thickness of 2.15 millimeters, and weight of 11.5 grams. Every measurement, every detail is perfect for discerning collectors and experts alike. Now imagine the suspense at a live auction, the gavel about to drop, and collectors bidding millions for this extraordinary coin. The tension, the excitement, and the life-changing potential all culminating in a single moment, the coin changing hands for $14 million, a historic event in the numismatic world and a testament to the power of rarity, history, and demand. And if you are enjoying this journey through the story of a legendary coin, make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment sharing your own rare coin discoveries, and subscribe to see Coin Value Guide, because we bring you stories like this every week, keeping you on the edge of your seat with every coin uncovered. The thrill of ownership, the hunt for the next treasure, the knowledge that the coin you hold could be worth more than most fortunes imaginable is what keeps collectors passionate and driven. Now think about the excitement of walking into a coin show, carefully inspecting hundreds of coins, Hoping to find the next legend, and the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar exemplifies that ultimate dream. The coin shows subtle die variations, high relief, doubling on the date and motto, all of which experts recognize as signs of extraordinary rarity and potential value. Now, before we conclude, let's recap the essential details. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar. Diameter 30.1 millimeters, thickness 2.15 millimeters, weight 11.5 grams. Used condition with exceptional relief and subtle die variations, doubling on the date and motto. Certified by PCGS or NGC. Potential value $14 million. Sold through specialized auction houses such as Heritage, Stack's Bowers, and Sotheby's. Each mark on the coin tells a story of history, culture, and artistry, and the suspense doesn't end here. Every coin you encounter could be hiding secrets waiting for you to uncover them, so stay subscribed to Coin Value Guide for future rare coin value breakdowns. Leave a super thanks if this video inspired you, share this with your collector friends, and keep your eyes open because the next legendary coin could be in your hands. The thrill of discovery, the historical significance, the artistry of minting, and the life-changing potential are all in the palm of your hand, and the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar remains one of the most coveted coins in the United States and around the world. A perfect blend of suspense, history, rarity, and incredible value. And now you know the story, the numbers, the context, the selling tips, and the excitement that comes with owning such a treasure. So stay subscribed, hit super thanks if you enjoyed this video, share with fellow collectors, and remember that in the world of rare coins, every coin has a story, and the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is proof that even a used coin can change lives and create history, and the adventure as a collector has only just begun. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and keep hunting because your next treasure could be just a coin away. The thrill of discovery is priceless, and the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is a shining example of the power of rarity, history, and fortune in the world of coins. So make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, and keep exploring with Coin Value Guide, because the next rare coin that could change your life forever might be in your hands right now, and the excitement, suspense, and possibility are waiting for you. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that at first glance looks ordinary. A 1980p Kennedy half-dollar coin that has circulated through countless wallets, pockets, and cash registers across the United States. Yet, what if I told you that this very coin in used condition could be worth a staggering $16 million? Yes, $16 million. And today on Coin Value Guide, we are going to uncover the secrets, history, and astonishing value of this legendary coin. So make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications because you will not want to miss a single moment of this journey. Now let's begin with the history. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, shortly after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, a defining moment in American history that forever changed the symbolism of currency. This coin was more than legal tender. It became a tribute, a memorial, and for collectors a highly sought-after item. The 1980p edition carries its own unique story. First, let's discuss the physical characteristics of this remarkable coin. The diameter measures 30.1 millimeters, the thickness is precisely 2.15 millimeters, and the weight is 11.5 grams. These measurements may seem like minor details, but in the world of numismatics, every millimeter, every tenth of a gram can determine rarity and value. The suspense begins because the 1980p Kennedy half-dollar that could fetch $16 million is far from ordinary. It exhibits subtle die variations and minting anomalies that only experienced collectors can detect. Imagine holding such a coin in your hand, tucked away in a dusty coin collection, a coin that could transform an ordinary life into unimaginable fortune. The thrill starts with the minting process. The 1980p Kennedy half-dollar was struck with dies that produced slight but significant variations in the relief of Kennedy's profile, the hair, the eye, and the presidential color all contain subtle differences from standard coins. These details are the first clues to the coin's extraordinary rarity. Some coins from this year show minor doubling G on the date or motto, and this particular coin displays such features, adding to its mystique and boosting its potential value exponentially. Imagine the excitement of discovering such a coin, as most people overlook these tiny imperfections, thinking they are insignificant. The next step for any serious collector is authentication and certification. The coin must be examined under magnification, checking for doubling, high relief points, and other die variations. After this initial inspection, it is crucial to submit the coin to professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC who verify authenticity, assign a grade, and encapsulate the coin for protection and resale. These steps are essential for unlocking the coin's full potential and attracting high-value buyers. Now let's talk about the thrill of market value. $16 million may seem unbelievable, yet historical auctions, private sales, and collector demand confirm that a coin in used condition with these rare features can indeed command this amount. The suspense builds because owning such a coin is not only about money, but also about holding a tangible piece of history. Every mark, scratch, and worn edge tells a story of decades spent in circulation. This coin has seen the hands of countless Americans, yet it preserved its unique features, making it one of the most coveted Kennedy half dollars ever produced. Now, if you are a collector wondering how to sell such a treasure, strategy is everything. You do not simply list it on a local marketplace or casual auction. The true value can only be realized through specialized auction houses or private collectors who deal exclusively in rare coins. Heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Sotheby's are among the top institutions that connect sellers with serious buyers willing to pay millions. Consulting with a numismatic attorney or financial advisor ensures the transaction is secure, insured, and profitable. Now let's pause to consider the historical context of 1980. The United States was emerging from a decade of cultural change, economic uncertainty, and political events that influenced the desire for coins that were both collectible and meaningful. The Kennedy half dollar carried on as a symbol of leadership, remembrance, and artistry. And for collectors, it represented a tangible connection to history and a story in their hands. The thrill of collecting goes beyond monetary gain. It is about examining the intricate details, the craftsmanship, the engraving, and the minting process. Every groove and curve has significance, and the 1980 Kennedy half dollar exemplifies this with a diameter of 30.1 millimeters, thickness of 2.15 millimeters, and weight of 11.5 grams. Every measurement matters to collectors. Now imagine the suspense of a live auction, the gavel about to fall, collectors bidding millions, tension and excitement filling the room, the coin changing hands for $16 million, a historic moment that cements its status in numismatic history and showcases the value of rarity and meticulous minting. For those watching this video and enjoying the story, make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment if you have ever discovered a rare coin, subscribe to Coin Value Guide because we bring you stories like this every week, keeping you on the edge of your seat with discoveries that could change your life. Now consider the excitement of attending a coin show, examining hundreds of coins, hoping to find the next legendary piece. The 1980 Kennedy half dollar represents the ultimate dream for collectors with its subtle die variations, high relief points, and doubling on the date and motto. Experts recognize these as markers of extreme rarity. Now, before concluding, let's recap the essential details. The 1980 Kennedy half dollar. Diameter 30.1 millimeters, thickness 2.15 millimeters, weight 11.5 grams, used condition with exceptional relief and die variations, doubling on date and motto, certified by PCGS or NGC. Potential value $16 million, sold through specialized auction houses such as Heritage, Stack's Bowers, and Sotheby's. Every mark on the coin tells a story of history, culture, and craftsmanship. The suspense does not end here. Every coin in circulation could be hiding secrets waiting to be discovered, so stay subscribed to Coin Value Guide for future rare coin breakdowns. Leave a super thanks if this video inspired you. Share it with your collector friends because the next legendary coin could be in your hands. The thrill of discovery, historical significance, artistry of minting, and life-changing potential, all in the palm of your hand. The 1980p Kennedy half dollar is one of the most coveted coins in the United States and worldwide, a perfect blend of suspense, history, rarity, and extraordinary value. Now you know the story, the coin specifications, historical context, selling tips, and the excitement of ownership, so stay subscribed. Hit super thanks if you enjoyed this video. Share with fellow collectors. And remember, in the world of rare coins, every coin has a story, and the 1980p Kennedy half dollar proves even a used coin can change lives. And history. Your adventure as a collector is just beginning. Stay curious, vigilant, and keep hunting for treasures because your next life-changing coin could be just a pocket away. The thrill of discovery is priceless, and the 1980p Kennedy half dollar is a shining example of rarity, history, and fortune in the numismatic world. So stay tuned, subscribe, and explore with Coin Value Guide because the next rare coin that could transform your life forever might be in your hands right now, and the excitement, suspense, and possibility are waiting for you.